Liverpool are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And a header! He doesn't look too happy with that. Cafu. Well timed, excellent interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Shevchenko. And it's Serginho. Hazard. Shevchenko. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's intervened well there. Oh, it's Dembele. Yaya Toure. Mbappe. And it's Hazard. Threads one in. Not the most accurate pass. Mbappe is herring after that one. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Drogba. Engages and forces him off the ball. Tries to pass it through. He's in plenty of space here. Pass somewhat off target. O'Shea. That's a cute ball. Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed. He's having a hit! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
Spread it left. Great defending, strong and determined. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Hazard. Oh, that's fabulous. Pings in. There's the header! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Impressive jump! Dembele! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Cafu.
Chelsea definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice.
Chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now it's Drogba, looking to play him in. Rafinha. Liverpool are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And that's a throw-in. Beckenbauer for O'Shea. And here's Mbappe.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a...
Getting up there! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Cafu. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe picks it up out wide. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. There will be a throw-in. Yaya Toure. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now it's Rafinha. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking for the run. Now the ball in. Shapes to shoot! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy. And that is all they have time for. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Thank you for your cooperation.
And we get things going again. Liverpool not having the rob of the green at the moment. They are trailing.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Knocks it into space. Defending was strong and firm. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. Throw in. Yaya Toure. O'Shea. Cafu. Rijkaard. And it's Bellingham. And Alexander-Arnold. Well, that has not gone well. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Can he get it through? He's got away. Now it's Mbappe. And that is well cleared. And that should get the job done. Shevchenko. Beckenbauer, looking for options for movement. Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. Robertson plays a sharp little ball here. Cafu. Baresi is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Hazard going after that. It's a pretty loose pass. Cafu. Now Mbappe. Cafu. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's O'Shea. Strokes it back. Cafu. Cross from Cafu.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
In once more.
Well, the moans and groans from this...
Goes for goal! And he should have made it 4.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
That's the keeper's ball. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Well, nicely intercepted. Mbappe. Now it's Drogba. Just about up to 75 minutes. It's Asa! And that is great goalkeeping.
Chelsea really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Opportunity for Beckenbauer. Drives it in. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Baresi. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. He won't be happy with that one. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's... tries a shot! And that's a tidy finish. They're back within reach! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Liverpool may be down, but not out just yet. Out towards the flank. Shot could be... Asa! And Shevchenko! And that would have been game, set and match.
Shevchenko clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
And the pass is intercepted. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Mbappe. Beckenbauer. Cafu. And that's a throw-in.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Well, that's well seen too. Could move up a gear here. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Great vision. Mbappe. Cannavaro does... And time is up. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
We're glad to inform you that today's match day
Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Plays it through. Diaz providing an outlet on that flank. Not the most accurate pass. Platini. Desai has been caught there. It's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Alexander-Arnold, and that's a throw-in. Oh, that's a fine interception. Gray. He's having a hit! Robertson. Pings in across, and he was alert to it. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Drogba. It's Drogba! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Yaya Toure.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Mbappe is on to a header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score... Terrific effort! It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Drogba! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
(3-0), and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And he's had it nicked away. He's on it, can he get away? Yaya Toure, ball in towards the middle. And that should get the job done. Pele. Liverpool have scored 2 quick goals here. Messi gets into a good position. Yaya Toure. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, that has not gone well. Well, that looks a decent ball. Caceres makes the interception. Oh, he's gifted it to the shapes to shoot! And that's a tiny finish. They are purring, truly purring. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell. One that...
It's Dembele! Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Towering header! Well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Liverpool are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last...
Yaya Toure! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
So can they do it again? Impressive jump! And that's wide.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So a lead courtesy of an own goal. Oh, incredible! Another own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Great ball, and he's in here. It's Schneider! They've got to be quick to recover this. It's their first effort on goal.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Mbappe in acres of space out wide. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Mbappe. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And the keeper beats it away. Knocks it into space. Now it's Kane.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's in on goal. There's the shot. Goal! Botafogo! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Botafogo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Liverpool. Oh, he's been caught napping. Tries to cross. Yaya Toure! It's anyone's ball now.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Short changes him with that pass. That'll be a throw-in.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Schneider gets across and deals with it. Bellingham can so cleverly bypass the press. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a shade optimistic. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Mbappe! He won't be happy with that one. And here's Yaya Toure. Bellingham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's intervened well there. Liverpool disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Yaya Toure. Now it's Mbappe. Pinches it off him. Messi does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Messi steaming forward at pace. Dembele. Floated through. Oh, good effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
O'Reilly is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Robertson. Toure really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Good read, needed to be. Cannavaro.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Shoots! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's Drogba. Showing great feet there. It's Schneider! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Yaya Toure. Now Mbappe. It's played through for him. Bellingham. Cafu. And here's Dembele.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Now it's Inzaghi. And that signals the end of the first period. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Liverpool come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. We're on the move again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, that's fabulous. And the finish! And that's a good finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Botafogo are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but...
Yaya Toure! Brilliant from Toure! A finish of true class! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Liverpool cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Bellingham. And this is Inzaghi. It's Inzaghi! He's got a goal! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And he shoots! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Drogba certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Liverpool really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half.
O'Reilly. That is good alertness.
Botafogo
Appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Tries to play it through. Not a hint of offside here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And the shot! Well taken goal. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Just one in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands.
Big chance! It's in! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And now he has two. Takes a shot! It's bounced back off the post. And this is Messi. Opts to play it back. Drogba. Mbappe. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Inzaghi. Gets a good foot in there. And the shot! And that would have been some goal.
Schneider just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And this is Inzaghi. Bellingham. Drogba looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And it's Robertson. It's a pretty loose pass. Messi. Spread it left. Cafu gets across to intercept that. That's a little off target. Yaya Toure. Now it's Mbappe. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Messi. Rijkaard, who's set up one goal so far. Kukçu kept his eye on it, and he's there. Can he get on the end of this? Schneider, lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's inside. Decent chance! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Botafogo, palpably stronger, better, superior. In towards, he leaps for it! And he's straight offside. Akanji is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Kane threads one in. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And he's managed to gift it back. And time is up. Liverpool cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action. Liverpool have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Now the delivery. Baresi is there to clear. And the pass is intercepted. Yaya Toure looking for options for movement. And he's straight offside. And it's Dembele. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Liverpool clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly...
Real chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult.
And a header! Harmlessly behind. And this is Luis Suarez. Now it's Ronaldinho. Liverpool disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And here's Drogba.
Liverpool are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mbappe chasing after it. Ronaldinho. And this is Ronaldinho. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Guti. Steaming on goalwards. Bale is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Thinks about the shot. It's Drogba! It's a loose ball. And here's Yaya Toure. That's good play.
Oh, really well played.
And he's whipped it across. And here's Yaya Toure. It's a goal kick. Not the most convincing of passes. That is good alertness. Guti. Bale. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's found a way past. Guti! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Guti actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And this is Cruyff. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. And this is Drogba. He has found the way through. Pings in across. Goes for a shot! Against the crossbar. No, just not quite.
Well, that would have gone down as a bit of a waste. You're in a great position and you end up massively frustrated.
Liverpool are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cleared without hesitation. And he's quick to snatch it back.
Liverpool certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
He's going for goal! He's having a pop! Wow, that is Didier Drogba! A finish right from the top draw. They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Liverpool restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong...
Drogba! He's delivered all right! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Mbappe. Oh, that is a nice touch. And he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a change. Oh, he's been caught, and one more try! And it's in! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
There will be 3 minutes.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Drogba really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Big chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And it's there! They are purring, truly purring. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
He's got 4. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Hello everybody, and this is a quick reminder to let you know that you'll be able to catch today's match broadcast live on our club's FM station.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like
welcome
that.
to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, João Cancelo, will be key, Peter, I think. OK, he might not be the strongest defensively, but his pace, his crossing, the creativity he shows higher up the pitch, all of those are second to none, especially the way he exploits those half spaces to find telling passes. It more than makes up for the odd defensive wobble.
No argument. Oh no, what has happened here? Stood up well to him there. Drogba is herring after that one. De Ligt cuts out the pass. Dani Olmo tries to pass it through. Nico Williams is in a really good position out wide. Yaya Toure.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
De Ligt kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nico Williams going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, it's Dembele. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Neuer claims comfortably. De Ligt. Played towards the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Now Van Dijk. That has been cut short. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Williams. Dembele is the team's great visionary. João Cancelo cuts it out.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Dani Olmo! Goal! Spain! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
João Cancelo. There will be a throw-in. João Cancelo. Oh, what has happened here? Spain claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Spain with the corner, they're first. He's rising! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Nico Williams wins the duel this time.
Liverpool are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Dembele picks it up out wide. João Cancelo. Now that looks a decent ball. And that could set him on his way. Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Neymar. Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. And it's Olmo. Applies the finish!
Terrific effort, just off target. Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Alexander-Arnold. Now, can they get him away? Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can. He can run onto that. Dembele. Neymar. Played out to the left flank.
Liverpool truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Dembele. Space for him to turn and look. Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. Yaya Toure! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
That's destined for the flank. It's an inviting looking ball, that. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Nico Williams, who does have an assist to his name. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now, this could be a chance.
Has been indicated.
Dani Olmo. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Nico Williams. It's a sweeping cross. And a chance! And he was there to get a vital... Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Security staff
Liverpool come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we get things going again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now he's off and running. Nico Williams. Neymar. Oh, now he can run away with it. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Aimed beyond the defence. It's a promising position. Cross it. Getting up there! No, not the best of headers. Nuno Mendes. Threads one in. He's got away. Neymar. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Mbappe. Robertson looking for the run. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's there and gets it away.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Shapes to shoot! But he's left disappointed.
Dembele certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking to play him in. Foot in. Oh, can he get onto this? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Substitution.
Mendes can get it clear.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Neuer claims it. Safe hands. Chouameni. And it's Palmer. Shifted it to the flank. Bruno Mendes. Mendes stood his ground strong. Oh, good effort! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. This is the time you need that pace.
Palmer. And it's Musiala. João Cancelo. For Palmer. Spread out to the left. Vinicius Junior. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bruno Mendes. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Vinicius Junior. Mendes has the space to scheme.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Mbappe. Spain needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Vinicius Junior gets into a good position. Desai defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Dembele. Now it's come to nothing. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Liverpool really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks.
Shot, surely! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
After 87 minutes is number
So
8.
all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Nuno Mendes goes direct. Fernandez. Palmer.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Mendes. Nuno Mendes. Oh, well played, well played. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that is that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Just a quick
Liverpool can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add, and it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and...
It's Dembele! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Dembele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Desai picks it up from the goal kick.
Gigi Buffon, pretty much peerless in every way, Peter.
Tough to disagree with that. Rarely has a keeper surely commanded quite so much respect.
And from both his own team and the opposition, I would have loved to play with someone like this behind me, time and time again. he's shown he's just the best at organising a defence. What a communicator.
That's a cute ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Pirlo. And here's Baggio. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Dembele has it out wide and in space. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Yaya Toure, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now it's Kaká. Cannavaro makes the interception. Robertson. Mbappe. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Davids. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Yaya Toure. Great vision. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, that looks a decent ball. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Knocks it into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Davids, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner.
Goa definitely like their pressing from the front.
That's relentless. Roberto Baggio. Real chance! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Goa are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Davids has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Oh, that's a key interception. And he thumps it clear. Bellingham. Yaya Toure. Vieira. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Liverpool certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. Nice looking ball. Can he get onto this? Oh, such a clever touch. Crosses it in here. Mbappe now looking to orchestrate a counter. Robertson. Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure delivers. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
There will be one.
Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Pirlo. Jordi Alba. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Volunteers for each block.
Liverpool finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Great ball, goes for a shot! And he's stuck it away!
And this is getting better and better.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Goa are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Rijkaard. And it's Yaya Toure. Robertson has it in a wide position. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Corner number 2 then. And the keeper beats it away. Goa are looking to go forward now. Just eases him off the ball. Goa are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Davids, Cannavaro spots it and intercepts.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Robertson, Mbappe in acres of space out wide. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Cleared without hesitation. That has ended up in no man's land. He's had a shot! And the keeper could only will that wide of the post.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
And it's Yaya Toure. Davids. Now it's Kaka. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Takes a shot! And that was very necessary. He's found a way past. Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Davids. Vieira. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. It's a really well-measured ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Drogba. No, that's been intercepted. Drogba is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
Oh no, this does not look... Roberto Baggio! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Roberto Baggio. Desai. Probing pass. Now it's Roberto Baggio. And he cuts out the supply. And that pass just didn't quite work. Stood up well to him there. And here's Drogba. In with the challenge. Kaka. And it's Yaya Toure. Forced to go back, and he shoots! Outstanding save to keep that out.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Toure wins the duel this time. And here's Drogba. It's Drogba! It's anyone's ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Alexander. Oh, great leap! Great football, shot and save. Liverpool have their third corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. Kaká deals with that comfortably. And the pass is intercepted. And he's in on goal. Mbappe! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. Corner number 4 coming up here. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And this is Drogba.
2 added minutes has been
He won't be happy
indicated.
with that one. Nice interception, well timed. 2 minutes to be added on. Yaya Toure. Cross from Robertson. And that is good defending. It's been repelled. And time is up. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, there was a
Please be
distinct
reminded
lack
that
of
drinking is only
clarity
allowed
or
in the
commitment
areas shown on the
in
snap.
everything the
Thank you very
players
much.
were.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. Andrei Shevchenko, Jim. European Player of the Year, League winner, European champion, the top scorer in Italy on more than one occasion. It's an extraordinary list of achievements.
It certainly is. He really was the deadliest striker around. Absolutely lethal.
Goal scorer, match winner, national treasure. He is all of those things and much, much more. Now it's to Paul. Neymar!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And the through ball. Oh, well played, well played. That's a lovely, neat pass. Neymar plays a sharp little ball here. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Drogba. Threads one in. Neymar. Now it's Ronaldinho. Looking for options for movement. Van der Sar punts it upfield. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And this is Drogba. Quarter of an hour played. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Ronaldinho. He's in! Moss had a chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Ronaldinho goes short. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. Dembele was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now it's Drogba. Robertson. Knocks it into space. Robertson made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Great vision. Mbappe! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping. And that is out of play. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Has a look and plays it forward. That has not gone well. And this is Drogba. Pass somewhat off target. He's having a hit! He's got away with one there.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Now it's Neymar. Alexander-Arnold carries the ball down the right. Alexander-Arnold is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Nicely spread. Now it's Dembele.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Yaya Toure. And he's decided to go for it. Too close for comfort. De Paul is always looking to break lines. Yaya Toure. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's he takes a shot. Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
I'm a little surprised that he actually couldn't make that count. He's so good from that range. Often he'll find the net.
And it's Rodrigo De Paul. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Couldn't squeeze it through. Tries to pass it through. Just 5 minutes left until the break. De Paul. Yaya Toure.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now Mbappe. And it's Robertson. He's on it, can he get away? Played in by Robertson. Dembele.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Shevchenko. Cannavaro. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over
Those of
here.
you making their way home on public
So neither
transportation
side
today,
has found a
please
way
watch the
through
screen
yet.
for train
After all
departure
that
times from
probing
all
and
local
testing the
major
waters,
stations.
here's hoping for a more open second half.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Substitution.
So, into the second half.
Liverpool are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And here's Mbappe. Robertson. Aimed at the far side. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Gakpo. Not the most accurate pass. Van der Sar. And he's quick to return it. And it's Robertson. Oh, it's played into the area.
Liverpool,
And he shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yaya Toure, actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
He's rising! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Vieira. Ronaldinho. He's looking wide. Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked out the run. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Gakpo. And this is Ronaldinho. And that is expertly dealt with. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Al-Sadd clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Chance for a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
He can run onto that. And Messi! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And this is Ronaldinho. Yaya Toure, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. That is ended up in no man's land. Alexander-Arnold. Forced to go back. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Rijkaard. Neymar. Now it's Ronaldinho. And it's Rijkaard. Just about up to 75 minutes. Showing great feet there. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Now that looks a decent ball. And he welcomes it in. He has found the way through. Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
De Paul. Mbappe. Yaya Toure. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Liverpool really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Drogba.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Neymar receives it in a wide position. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Now it's Drogba. Dembele is having a shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! Has he won it? He just might have won it! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Liverpool shoots! He's dealt with that really well. All hands on deck for this one. And it's been taken short.
Al-Sadd really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
The ball gets into a good position. And here's the pull. And it's Company. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Drogba voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Today, please refrain from parking
Liverpool
outside
have
this stadium.
done it.
Thank you
There
very
are
much for
people
your
without a
cooperation.
fingernail left between them after what... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then.
When you have Edwin van der Sar in goal, it's like having an 11th outfield player. He can make every kind of save and get his team on the front foot.
Has a great gift for distribution, doesn't he? He almost assists.
Exactly, he's a playmaking goalkeeper who likes to trigger attacks as soon as the ball ends up in his possession.
Great vision. Can he get onto this? Towering header! Oh, crossbar! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Mateus. Iniesta. Spread it left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, played through for the wide man. Now it's Neymar. And he's managed to get free. Aims beyond the defence. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Mbappe gets into a good position. Yaya Toure. Now it's Mbappe. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. No goals as yet. Neymar, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Distributed tidily. Rijkaard. Robertson. Now it's Neymar, and he skips past his man. Plenty to aim at here. Oh, that was vital. Bellingham. And that's really well manoeuvred. That's going wide left. Robertson. Rijkaard. Goes for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Rijkaard! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's Yaya Toure. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Mateus. Iniesta. Vieira is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. 30 minutes gone. Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Drogba. Now it's Luis Suarez. Can he get it through? Well, that's beautifully weighted. And it's Luis. Shot a goal! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Japan have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Now it's Neymar.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply. Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Oh, important interception. And that is out of play. Mbappe. And it's Yaya Toure. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Alexander-Arnold. Nice control. It's Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. Cross to the back post. Impressive job. Oh, it's hit the post.
There will be 1 minute.
Applies the finish. Oh, that's a waste.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
And he cuts out the supply. Vieira. Now it's Luis Suarez. So a temporary halt to the action. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Liverpool currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. The second period is underway.
Liverpool really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Lahm. Mateus looking for the chance to skim one in from range. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He is through here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Robertson. Passing is crisp and sharp. Desai. Iniesta. Thuram. Vieira. Ronaldinho, who's set up one goal so far. And Mateus. Ronaldinho. And this is Neymar. Spread to the right. And the counter is on. Tries to pass it through. Japan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Engages and forces him off the ball. Ball's out once more. Ah, good steal, he just read it. 60 minutes played. And it's Neymar. Iniesta, a player who needs no introduction. Now it's Ronaldinho. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And that's definitely not his best. Bellingham has given away a free kick. Mateus. Desai. Looking for options for movement. Bellingham. Tries to play it through. Takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Liverpool really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And here's Neymar. He's found a way through. And this is Luis Suarez. Bellingham conjures time and space where few can. Robertson. Lahm cuts out the pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Takes a shot! Oh, cracking effort.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Substitution for Japan. Number 11.
So we have movement on both
Iniesta.
benches.
Number 17.
Lahm
Neymar.
is looking to influence the game from out
6,
wide.
Mateu.
And it's Götze.
Coming on the field.
Now it's Luis Suarez.
Number
Now it's
21,
Ronaldinho.
Kagawa. Number 23.
Pass is coming off in
Götze.
quick succession here. He's shifting. And a chance! And he's stuck it away. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Simplicity itself.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
Japan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Mario Götze. And this is Götze. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
And here's Kagawa. Goes for a shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Pirlo. Looking for the run. And the through ball. Robertson spots it and intercepts. Bellingham. He's being urged to shoot. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Rashford might just make this. Rashford. Cannavaro. Rijkaard. Can he get on the end of this? Kagawa. He's picked his way through. Yaya Toure. Bellingham. Yamal. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
Please make sure to watch the